guys, what's going on? Holmes on Bikes here. Just wanted to make a quick video regarding what I feel is kind of some misinformation regarding average speed in cycling. I hear a lot of people saying how you can't go by average speed. You shouldn't even keep track of average speed. It means nothing. Which, I mean, there's a lot of variables that come into play regarding why your average speed is what it is. But like for the routes that I do, I have pretty much three or four routes that I do on like a regular basis. So I know, going off of just my average speed, I know how hard I went that day. If I'm just out for a recovery ride, then I know not to worry about my average speed. But if I'm out trying to hammer and do a pretty hard workout, that's when I will look at my average speed. Like the one short route, because it's been so windy here, the past two rides I've done, they've only been like 20 miles. I felt amazing. And yesterday, I got home, I averaged like 21 miles an hour, which I'm not the fastest rider, so I was thrilled with that. I've been feeling better and better with my training, and my average speed correlates with that. Average speed is a pretty important thing. It's how most people can gauge their progression, because power meters are super popular now, so yeah, power is really good to go by. But for most people, average speed is something that any cyclist, it's a stat that every cyclist has. Most people riding, even if you're just using your phone, you're gonna have average speed. So I think average speed is the only stat in cycling that is universal, in the sense that say you were moving tomorrow and you had to find new groups to ride with. When you go on any group website or Facebook page, it'll say our D or C group, beginner group, rides at 14 to 16 miles an hour, and it's for beginners. And then our B group is 17 to 19, and then maybe a B plus is up to 20, and then the A group, it will be like 20 plus or something. Any cyclist will be able to go to that website or Facebook group or whatever. You'll know which group you can and can't ride with. It almost shocks me that people say that average speed is misleading. It's like, yeah, you can't just go by one ride. Like, oh, okay, I averaged 25 miles an hour today when I had a 100-mile-an-hour tailwind. Like, you use your average speed on for like a timeline. You see the progression and the steps that you're making, and it's at every level of cycling. Average speed is a stat that people go by. You can look up any Tour de France stage, probably from the past, I don't even know how many years, and you'll be able to see the average speed that they did during that stage. It's, like I said, I just want to make a quick video because I think I've heard quite a few people say that average speed doesn't matter. And, I mean, I'm not saying it's the only stat to go by, but it's a pretty important stat because, like I said, it lets you know where you are in terms of, especially riding with other people. If you just met somebody and they said that they only average 15 miles an hour, I know that I wouldn't really benefit from riding with that person. It's the only stat that he could tell me that would let me know whether or not I can ride with him, or I would get any benefit from riding with them. So, like I said, there's multiple factors. I mean, wind, the terrain, but on a personal, individual level, any single cyclist can go by average speed, because, like, it's flat to rolly in my area. So I don't have any mountains or anything. So I know what my average speed should be. And I know if I'm going hard what it should be. If I'm just out recovering, I don't worry about average speed. But like I said, it's the only stat in cycling that it'll let you know where you're at in comparison to other cyclists. So thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And plenty more to come. Home Zone Bikes out.